Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Project 1% Day. I'm at Pipeline Disc Golf Course in Spartanburg. We're going to be doing our first monthly round of the series. We're going to be playing the Blues as of right now, have no real expectations after the round. I'm going to research ratings and all tournament info for this layout and try to find out a future goal for this course. This is the first time we're doing it. I will do hole introductions. So, hole one of the Blues is a par 4. Goes straight down the hill, hooks to the right, and goes straight up the hill. Essentially, you need 2 perfect shots to birdie. Not expecting to birdie yet, but I'm going to start the day off with a forehand with my flippy or CD1. Just going to try to pop it on a little bit of hyzer. Should pop up, maybe turn. Just try to push it straight. That held a lot more than I thought it would. Of course, chew off the tee on hole 1. Gonna go with another CD1, just try to push it a little bit flatter. This one's more stable, but if I throw it flat and downhill on a good nose angle, it should be able to go straight. Well, that's not a bad position, honestly. It kicked down to the left here at the bottom of the hill, so it goes up and to the right. If you see that hill there straight ahead, it goes up and to the right. So I'm gonna try to flex my Firebird, get it some nice turn, and get it to fade up. Try to save a par from here. Oof. Roll back down. As you can see, it's pretty blocked off, and the footing is not okay. So, just gonna try like a little overhand shot. Try to get it on its back with a Toro here. Just try like I can work left or right a little bit. I think you can see why this course is so tough. What a wonderful start. Alright, I have no real idea what to do on this approach. It's so pinched off. So I'm going to try another little forehand up the right side here. Just try to like throw it on a little bit of Anheuser, work it on the outside, try to beat the tree. Nice up the hill. We'll work back up into the circle. Make a putt to try to save bogey. There's a good one. Hole 2, it's 390. Kind of slowly moves to the left. Really fast green, down, like it's downhill the entire way. So I'm gonna try this FD1, just like I'm pushing hyzer, because it's a very weird shot with how pinched off it is. This is not fun when it's grown in. All right, I'm behind the camera here, like up the hill. So another really pinched off shot, just trying to scramble into a putting situation. All right, about a 20-footer here, uphill, little straddle putt. Not my specialty, but a chance to save the par here. We'll start 2 over. Not expect much better, but all right, hole 3 is a par 3, 305 feet uphill. Really weird tee pad. You have to throw uphill, still get something to go dead straight. So I'm gonna disc up to a cicada, put it on a little bit of hyzer. Should turn and should essentially just finish straight. Oh, that one turned so much. Should be like circle 2, maybe circle 1-ish putt. There's a little headwind outside of the gap, so that's why the cicada turned as much as it did. Got a little 30-footer. Straddle 30-footer, not my specialty again, but I'm gonna try and knock it down. That was a good opportunity as well. Tap in par. Didn't lose a stroke. Hole 4, it's a par 4, downhill, 507 feet. As it's downhill, I can reach it with the right shot shape. So this is going to be one of our main scoring opportunities of this series. The idea is just to hang something else on the left side, let it flip and turn back to about the middle and fade at the end, and have a look at the eagle. And go with my green cicada, popping on hyzer on the left side. The downhill and the flippiness should naturally flip it itself and leave us with hopefully a look at eagle. Late turn is a little bit low. It gives us an uphill edge of circle, maybe circle 2 look. Didn't oversell it. It's yeah, about 45, 50 foot. Slightly uphill, gonna give a little stepper bid at it. A little soft bid, make sure we can get the birdie if we miss it. Should be soft enough. Not a bad bid. Alright, hole 5 is the shortest hole at this course. All 3 layouts play the same tee pad, same basket. It's dead straight, slightly uphill. 199. It's a putter shot. You just gotta hit the line. Going with my Luna right now. Just try to float it up there. Good thing that thing's still stable. Gives us about a 25, 20 foot look. I apologize for the misinformation. All my distances are messed up right now, but this is inside the bullseye. Alright, so one thing that was not back-to-back birdies, I forgot, hole 4 plays as a par 3. My idea of it still does not change. I'm still trying to get it in 2. So, hole 6, it's 328, slightly uphill. Weird shot shape. You need a pretty quick flip that just kind of barely coasts. So, pretty much MD1 range. I feel like I have gotten it with the MD1 before, playing the white. So, a little bit of hyzer, let it turn, try to have somewhat of a look to at least save par. I just yanked it inside, and that kicks so right. Okay. Do have some lines here that we can test out. They're all pretty pinched off, I think. So, I'm going to have like a little... I'm going to try a little patent pending with an Exo Soft Logic on a little bit of hyzer. Just try to get it up there. It's pretty straight. Need to slow down. If that grabbed and didn't go 50 long, then should be okay, but I'm pretty sure it's 50 long. Alright, so good news, we did catch some breaks, and that gives us a weird little putt here, slightly uphill, about 25, 30 feet. So, see if we can save par here. Oh, bottom left corner, that's a great putt. Hole 7 is my arch nemesis. I have never scored well on this hole, and it's because it's a very weird forehand shape. A forehand that has to push very straight, slight bit of turn, and then a fade. You have to hit a gap that's about 100 feet off the tee as well. So I'm going to try my blue CD1 flat, maybe the tiniest bit of hyzer. Hopefully it turns and just one to fade. If it catches an edge at the end, because it's like a ball at the end, so what? Just try and get something good here. Oh my god, that was perfect until that limb caught it. That should be like a tiny lick in the basket. So if we didn't hit that limb at the end, I think we would have actually had a chance at the birdie. But under this big limb right here, bunch of spiky leaves. So just gonna like pitch up with my pixel, little toss of a forehand, little flick of a forehand. It's nice and soft. That's parked, and that's a par. very weird forehand here. So it's new to the bag, but this Exosoft Logic is nice and torque resistant. You can put it on the thing I'm gonna put it outside on a little bit of an aim hyzer, should hold, and try to get up and down here for a pond. Inside. Probably a good kick. So somehow we're left with a putt to stage 5. I think the idea for this hole is just survive. It'd be interesting if we ever get the birdie in that hole during the series. But knock this down about 25 feet. Sorry for the audio, but hole 10, it is about 350. A little bit downhill, so you can try to push whatever you want there. I'm going to try to push a putter there, just try to control the movement right to left and left to right. But Luna, hyzer, height, let it push. This should be a hole that we can score on. Just got to try to execute, because the initial gap is not that easy to hit. Well, it's gonna not be a birdie this time. Yeah, it's not that fun recording out here. The hills suck, so we're on phone audio until further notice. I'll try to speak loudly and let you hear my voice, but Logic, just throw it, let it go, about 150 out, try to do its thing. The gnats here are crazy. Oh, just so grabby. Still have a look to save par. Edge of circle. Oh, such a good stroke too. That second one wasn't. You wanna know another thing that's fun? This is what I've been working with this entire day. As soon as I got out of the car and popped it open, immediately broke. Hole 11 is 453. It is a par 4. It is a gettable eagle, but it's essentially an impossible shot shape. You have to push dead straight, downhill, not hit anything within a, say about 6 foot, 7 foot radius, and just push dead straight, and then you have a tough putt at the end. But red CD1, a little bit of hyzer, try to push dead straight, try to get down there. Why didn't it flip? It's still got a good bit down there. Can save the birdie. All right, so we do have a look. It is pretty extreme pushing hyzer. I'm gonna try and go forehand wasp on some hyzer. There's probably a good chance that I rip it into the tree over there on the left, but I'm gonna try it. Holy crap, I did that. That should be inside the circle. Yep, about 20 feet. 20 to about 23, I think. So, let's see if we can save the birdie. There's a good catch. There's a good birdie. Hole 12, it goes 391. Hooks to the right. It has an elevated pin with OB right behind it. Gonna want a pushing fade, so I'm actually gonna go up the distance driver here. Destroyer, my stable destroyer, just hang it out left and let it fight back. I think it fought through, should probably lay up here, but we'll see what we have. All right, so we ended up behind this tree. So, of course, water is right behind that basket. So I'm gonna give like a dad putt, just kind of toss it in the air, very slow, try to kind of float it in. Maybe a bad idea, so I'm gonna try to do something special here. Not bad. Take a par. Hole 13, it is a 328, so I'm gonna speed up a little bit so I can throw a little bit slower. S-line FD1, pushes straight, finishes to the left. I got pretty grabby grass down there, so shouldn't worry. There's OB left in the basket, but shouldn't have to worry that much about it. Certainly something, not sure, but should have a look. Got some tricky footing in circle 2, gonna straddle here so I have an easier swing. Gonna try to pop it up and let it fade in. This is about, let's say, right at 40 feet. Hole 14 is, in my opinion, the worst hole here. It is 315 par 3 up to the right here of this initial gap. You need such good ground play to get up there, and even so, you will probably have a circle 2 look. I'm gonna go eagle here, forehand, try to push it through the gap, try to get it to fade at the end. Yeah, it's tap in. Now, in my opinion, this hole is my least favorite. Even though 14 I said was the worst hole, I just don't like the design of that hole. This hole is a literal round killer. Par 3, 386, pure downhill, very fast green because of how downhill it is. Can't go deep, short as jail. You just gotta go dead straight with a putter. Gonna try the Luna here. See if I can finally get one down there. Of course I pure it after just saying the worst stuff about this hole. Big opportunity to knock something down here. Now, hole 16, it's 258, par 3, straight uphill, and then it kind of works to the left. Pretty sick shot shape. I actually love the view of this hole. I'm gonna disc up to a buzz here, pretty stable. Big skip. Got an anti-skip, but it should be like a deep circle 2 look. Can't complain. That's another par on the tap in. All right, 2 monsters to finish it off. Hole 17 is a par 4, 614 feet. Initially goes down that gap down there to the right. After the downhill, it hooks back left into immediate uphill, in which the basket is on the hill to the right. I'm gonna go Big Z Cicada. Try to pop this on a little bit of hyzer, let it turn. Just try to get it to turn is the main thought about this shot. Of this shot is just to lay up, have a look at par. Just gonna throw logic and hyzer, let it fight out. I'm throwing so bad right now and getting so lucky. All right, so we got super uphill for weird winds. Gonna try a cicada. I know I can push it there. It's gonna have to be standstill on hyzer high and let it turn. Holy crap, that was a shot. Hole 18, the hardest hole of the day in my opinion, but still one of the more scoreable ones. A monster par 5, 784, goes down the hill and past the yellow basket, which is about 354, cuts back to the left, goes right. Not the worst shot here, but still gotta try to focus on getting back to the middle to get past the yellow basket right there. Gonna go RC3, put it flat, let it fade. That was hyzer, but that should be pretty damn good. Unfortunately, I'm pinched again, so more CD1 forehand. How did I get that lucky? That shot really couldn't have been better. So let's give it a little bit of a run. It's parked. Take it park. Yeah, that one is parked. All right, well, that round I don't think was too bad. I think it was 2 over. You just had it at about 220 rated. So let's just throw a goal out there of 6 down, 8 strokes to improve. I think that is something that is possible eventually. If we have to change it eventually, then so be it. But every month, going to come out to this course right here, do the exact same layout, record a round, and try to show the improvement I'm making. I think it's really important for me to get a forehand, especially after this round. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want a custom jersey like this that keeps you looking good and feeling good on the course, go to flippydiscgolf.com and use code RWEST71 for 10% off at checkout. Thank you for watching. This is me signing off of episode 3 of Project 1%.